You know how Lucy Connolly's been sending me a bunch of abuse over the past few days? And yesterday she said I had until 6 p.m. to basically apologize, retract everything.
He saw her on a train and he thought it would be a good idea to start filming her. It's just creepy, dude.
Femi Oluwole. Do you know who I mean? The Brexit virgin, the tight blue t-shirts, like total, complete and utter freaky weirdo, and has been for years. Totally disturbing.
But who's paying you now?
Right now, OFUC is paying me out of the money that we've raised from crowdfunder, and the minority, a small minority, comes from other pro-European groups.
Okay, other pro-European groups.
He's filming her like a fucking weirdo and put, "There's a terrorist on my train." He's labelling her publicly and sharing this on social media. Is about a gentleman called Femi who became quite relevant during the Brexit palaver that happened in 2016 in the United Kingdom. He was pro-EU and he was everything anti-Brexit. This is a video, first of all, and we're going to get into why he's getting a lot of grief online, and apparently he's a bit of a creep and a bit of a stalker.
But who's paying you now? Right
now, OFUC is paying me out of the money that we've raised from crowdfunder, and the minority, a small minority, comes from other pro-European groups.
Okay, other pro-European groups. And
so he's in the UK getting paid to do work by pro-European groups. Okay, but we've left the EU and you're pushing pro-EU propaganda within the United Kingdom and won't tell people how you're getting paid.
with
Okay.
another pro-European group that funds you would be?
Best for Britain.
Great. And
we were told that this would be stopping after 10 minutes. We're taking a break.
Here we go. And that's Katie Hopkins, of course.
Sure. How long would you like a break for?
10 minutes if we decide to come back. You knew this was not what we agreed. All right, Femi, let's go talk.
So I'm just giving you an idea of who he is.
You keep filming, guys. Yeah, thanks.
So well done to Katie. Lucy Connolly went to jail for her words, okay? She didn't tell people to go and commit a crime. She said, if someone stamped on my foot, I wouldn't care. It's not making the claim, it's saying if something happened. He's filming her like a fucking weirdo and put, "There's a terrorist on my train." He's labelling her publicly and sharing this on social media. And she obviously knows she's being filmed. That's Lucy Connolly. Look. So he's put, "Childminder jailed for urging people to burn down asylum." That's not what happened. That's a lie. Because if you watch or look at the actual tweet, she actually said, if someone was to go and do it, I wouldn't care. She didn't encourage it. And again, all of this, the fires and everything that did happen, was nothing to do with what she said. You understand? It was nothing to do with what she said, because the judge said all of the things that have happened are not reflective of what you've said. The judge actually said it had the potential to have caused uproar. He's actually lying there in trying to piece together that she's the reason this happened. So that alone is a lie. This is the kind of person he is. It's disgusting. It does not stop there. Since that happened, he's posted around 29 times at her, non-stop, constantly on her.
I appear to have embraced my inner Hannah Spencer because apparently all I do is win. Lucy Connolly...
He thinks this is winning. So you've got a guy who's creeping on a woman on a train on her own, and he thinks this is winning.
You know how Lucy Connolly's been sending me a bunch of abuse over the past few days? And yesterday she said I had until 6 p.m. to basically apologize, retract everything, delete the tweet, and
she said she's going to sue him. I hope she does.
That sort of stuff. Otherwise, she was going to be launching criminal proceedings against me.
Well, I beat you.
Because I decided I wasn't going to wait until 6 p.m. and I just reported her to the police.
What are you talking about? You went on a train. You filmed her, which you can publicly do. It's not against the law to film in public. But you filmed her like a creep. That's fucking creepy. I wouldn't do that. I'd go out and film when we've got protests and when we've got... I wouldn't go up to a girl and go up to a woman and be like, yeah, let's film her from a distance. That's fucking weird, mate.
I'm a law grad. She can't win this. So when I called her that, she knew that it doesn't necessarily mean that I was accusing her of being...
You're not accusing her of being a terrorist. Femi, this is why you've got no leg to stand on, my friend. The video, you claimed she was a terrorist at the start of the video. You showed that she'd been arrested. Then you showed riots and fires to insinuate her words made that happen. And the judge confirmed her words didn't encourage violence. She was arrested and jailed because her words could have encouraged it. It could have escalated into something. You've put together a video claiming that she did do that And it did lead to violence. So she does have a case. Mr. Brum says, I've just resorted to the lowest form. I'm sorry, but I cannot stand back and watch while a man completely loses his senses over a woman to the point where it's scaring her, which she has put out tweets and saying, please leave me alone, you're creeping me out. And he's just bombarding her. It's not normal. I've just reported Femi for targeted harassment. That's what he's doing. Femi has posted or reposted about Lucy more than 20 times. If that's not creepy stalker behaviour, then I don't know what is. She was literally on her way to do a show with Mike Graham, who got fired for being a massive racist. Do you see what I mean? It's all of the buzzwords, and he thinks he can just go around and label people, spread misinformation. It's not good, Femi. It's not a good look for you, mate. It really ain't. This is the other day about it.
With Femi Oluwole. Do you know who I mean? The Brexit virgin, the tight blue t-shirts, like total, complete and utter freaky weirdo, and has been for years. But he's actually gone too far this time. And Lucy Connolly, the UK political prisoner, a regular here on Outspoken, is now going to sue him.
And again, rightly so. It would have been a different situation if he would have filmed her on the train and then went up to her and said, can I interview you? Can I speak to you, please? Because apparently he's a political activist and a journalist. This is what he does for a living. So why would you just film someone from a distance? Go and introduce yourself in the way that you should do. Doing what you've done is very, very abnormal and very, very creepy.
Because he was on a train. He was on a train, and look, he posted this saying there was a terrorist on my train today.
Untrue.
And that was linked with this video showing him filming Lucy Connolly, innocent, travelling to London. I think this is creepy and weird, firstly. And
you wonder why girls in this country are too afraid to go out in public, and girls are too afraid to go on trains on their own, you know, without a man's company or without someone supporting them. It's because of fucking weirdos like this. Excuse my French, but it's just bloody weird, mate. Sophie Cochran says, Femi's stalking of Lucy Connolly is deranged. He is a dangerous man. She should get a restraining order against him, and he should not be allowed anywhere near TV studios. Again, I completely agree. Oh, another lady is speaking out. Well done, Gracie. She says, hi, Met Police UK. This man has been filming lone women on trains and posting their images on the internet with false accusations. A woman has blocked him after his constant harassment online, and now he is making TikToks about her. This man is a danger to women. Again, I couldn't agree more. It's not normal. Leave her alone. This is getting really creepy and dangerous with this stalker-like behaviour. I'm blocked by Femi, otherwise I would have replied directly. Horrible man. And if you've got women calling this out, you don't need me to say it. I'm just making people aware on social media. What Femi is doing there is reprehensible. And it is. I'm no flipping saint, but doing that to a woman is not normal.